Nagov here for Pro Boxing. Fans were in Manchester today, final press conference, also on the bill, Hopey Price. First of all, Hopey, how much are you looking forward to being on a Sky massive bill in Manchester on Saturday night?
I can't wait. I had a good amateur career, but now it's time for the professionals, and I wouldn't want to be with any other promoter, any other trainer, any other show than the Matchroom, Sky Sports. This way I think I'm meant to be.
You sort of mentioned your amateur background. Just talk us through what sort of your record was, how it went for you.
I think my record was like 79 and like lost 6 or 7. I've lost count after so many. But I won 7 national titles, won 2 European golds. I won a world silver, which we don't really talk about, but I won a world silver as well, and I won a youth Olympic gold as well.
And the man next to you, Dave Coldwell, what's it been like training with him, one of the best trainers in Britain?
You know, it's good enough. I fitted straight in. I got on with Dave's training straight away, and not just the training, like all the boys in the gym, like we're all the same, we all have a bit of a laugh and we all get on, so I feel at home. Dave,
what's it been like having Hopey and a new talent for you? How's he adjusted to the gym?
It's just fantastic. Like you said, he's slot straight in. He's got a great personality. He's not showing it in front of camera because he's a bit shy. But yeah, he's full of banter. He's always got a smile on his face, and he works extremely hard, and he's super talented. So he kind of ticks all the boxes. So yeah, it's going well. It's going really well.
What sort of addition is it to your gym? You obviously got a lot of fighters, Fowler, Jordan, Gill. What sort of, for you as a trainer, how difficult is it having another person?
It's not difficult at all. I mean, I remember back in the day, I had about 12 pros in my gym, and then I had my amateur kids as well. So and I did all that on my own. So I've had busier times in the gym, but it's the quality that I've got in at the moment. Each fight is different styles. Hopey style, tall, rangy southpaw, but you need to teach him how to fight on the inside, look after himself on the inside for when he steps up, or if he fights a strong, bullish sort of fighter that gets on the inside. If you can't handle that, then it's going to, usually you'd look at a tall, rangy fighter and think, well, get on the inside, you bash them up. If they can bash you up on the inside as well, then they're in problems. But there's different sort of aspects of his style that we're working together on. Showing different looks, different styles in himself, so you can't just predict what he's going to be doing, and that is something that will take time, which is why over the first year I just want him settling into the game and learning, getting sparring with quality pros, seasoned pros, strong physical men, and developing in the gym, and then you'll see that as he steps up in levels in the pro game.
What prediction do you have for us on Saturday night? Are you going to produce a huge KO?
I always go out there to box. Like you said, that's what I've been taught off Dave. Go out there, take my time, get behind the jab, and just do what we've been doing in the gym, really. If the stoppage comes, it comes. I'm there to showcase my skills and put on a show for fans.
You see, this is the thing, is as a young pro, you're looking at building him into a complete fighter, and you're looking at building him into a championship thinking fighter. Now, when you're thinking about championship fights, you're thinking about 12 rounds, you're thinking about distance, you're thinking about how to break fighters down. When you're boxing a 4-rounder, you can't box in the same way, but it's completely useless to him if he goes out there charging, slinging in bombs, trying to get rid of a guy and gets rid of a journeyman in a round or two. That's completely useless to him, to how it's going to be in real life when he steps up. So he has to have an element of what we're doing in the gym and what we're projecting for preparing for the future, mix that in with condensing it into a 4-round fight. So it's a little bit difficult, a little bit different.
Let me ask you this, who are your boxing heroes growing up? Who do you sort of aspire to be like?
Floyd Mayweather. I used to watch a lot of old fighters when I was younger, Sugar Ray Robinson, but more than likely, obviously, I was amateur boxer, so I used to watch a lot of amateur boxing as well, and Vasily Lomachenko, Alexander Usyk. I think they're the best in the world at the minute. Them two fighters, they're sort of fighters, the sort of level I want to get to.
Big claims, big ambitions.
No, that's how you need to be, and to be fair, that's that I share that passion with them sort of fighters. I mean, I've watched hours and hours and hours of Lomachenko and Usyk over the last couple of years, I mean, you're talking about three nights a week, 4 nights a week. I'm watching Lomachenko. What he does. And the more I watch him, the more I appreciate him. Same with Usyk. Obviously, I had Tony Bellew fight Usyk. I watched countless hours, and then still after that, I'm still watching him, and then watching him for fighters like Hopey, tall southpaws. You look at little things and you see what works and what doesn't work, and you look at what he can implement into fighter styles. So yeah, it's natural that he's looking at the best because he wants to become the best. If you want to become the best, you don't study fighters that are sea-level fighters. You want to reach for the stars. The bigger your dream, and you're willing to work for it. How are you going to get up there?
It's not going to happen overnight, obviously. I'm only young, I'm only 19, but I look more as the point is when Lomachenko and Usyk was 19, they only won exactly the same things I won as amateur, European gold medals, world medals. So I believe, like say, I listen to Dave and pick up, hopefully progress at the same level they did, and I can get to where they've got. They was in my shoes at one point, so I've just got to look at it like that.
Dave, going back to last 2 weeks ago now, Cheeseman and Fitzgerald, obviously a natural fight, the rematch with Anthony Fowler. Is that a fight Fowler wants next?
Yeah, but it's only a natural fight if he wins on 23rd of November, and he's got a tough fight on November 23rd. I won't allow him to look past November 23rd to think about Fitzgerald because he's kind of like overlooked an opponent before and he got beat. So he knows that he can't afford to do that. So it's all about November 23rd, winning that, and then we can talk about moving forward. But yeah, that's the fight that he wants. That's the fight that everybody's talking about, and that's the biggest fight out there, really, for him.
Jordan Gill, what's next for him? How's he been looking in camp?
It's been looking very good. Yeah. We're just waiting for confirmation of a date. It should be out before the end of the year. He gets married December 14th, so it's before that. So yeah, looking forward to him being out again, and then next year we want to get that European title shot. So that's the one that we're after.
Tomorrow night as well, Saturday night as well, Canelo versus Kovalev. Break that fight down.
I think it's a great fight. I think it's all about timing. Boxing's about timing, and I think the timing's right for Canelo to go out there and be able to express himself, take advantage of a Kovalev that's not the force that he once was. He's been a great fighter, but now he's not the same man. He's got vulnerabilities downstairs, which Andre Ward showed. The guy that beat him, what's his name? Beat Kovalev. Can't remember. But the guy that beat him, and then Anthony Yard, and then Alvarez. That's it. And then Anthony Yard. He weakened him to the body, and then nearly had him out on his feet. So he's at that stage now, and I expect that with Canelo's body punching and style and ability, I expect Canelo to win that fight, and I think he could get a stoppage.
Hopey, do you believe that Canelo knocks out Kovalev?
Yeah, I believe Canelo stops Kovalev late, and more than likely with a body shot. I think people forget how young Canelo actually is because of the amount of fight and the amount of good fighters he's boxed. But like you speak of Usyk and Lomachenko, I think Canelo's up there with them two as pound for pound. Well, he's got to be anyways for who he's fought and who he's beaten. I can see him stopping Kovalev later on.
Final couple of questions. Next week, KSI and Logan Paul out in LA. Is this good for boxing?
It's massive. It's massive because the amount of eyes that are going to be on boxing. Is it a fight that I'm interested in? I'm not interested in that fight. Am I interested in Billy Joe and Devin Haney on the card? Yes, I am. Will I watch the main event? Yes, I will. So job's done. Don't matter whether you like it or not. People are going to watch the fight. It's a fun. I'll watch it as a fun fight. Watching a couple of white collar fighters. That's what it's like. But you get it. I get people that have had one white collar fight come to me and say, "What deal are you going to give me?" What? But that's how the mentality is with some of them, and that's what you've got here. You've got a guy, a couple of YouTubers that have got massive followings, call them white collar fighters. They had one on their own channel. They've gone up to Eddie Hearn, or Eddie Hearn's gone up to him and said, "Look, turn pro after one fight. Here you go. There you go." And they've got it. That's what it is. The only reason why the main event on top of bill is because millions are going to watch it. So you can't knock it. You can't knock it. You can't expect a guy that nobody's heard of and nobody will come and watch to be main event. It's not happening. It's not happening. You can't just be a good fighter. You've got to fill arenas and to be pay-per-view stars. people have got to have an interest in you. If they've got an interest in you, they'll watch you. And everybody, not necessarily boxing fans, but everybody else is wanting to watch this fight. So therefore it'll have loads of eyes on it. So that's why their main event.
Both mentioned Alexander Usyk. You've obviously shared the ring with him on behalf of Tony Bellew. Does he rank in both of yours top 3 pound for pound list?
Yeah, just for me. Just for me. Yeah.
Just for me.
Who else?
Lomachenko's for me. Lomachenko, Crawford, it's like that, and then Usyk.
My Lomachenko number 1. I'd say like Crawford number 2, and Canelo and Usyk's number 3, like that.
Brilliant stuff. Hopefully, Dave, appreciate your time and best of luck on Saturday night.
Thank you very much.